Okay, so I have a new document in regards to Docker. When 2016 came out, Docker wasn't invented. And so when you did the Nano server, Microsoft included the Nano server software, basically a WIM file, on the DVD. So you would have to copy over the image from the DVD, then run a bunch of commands to create a Nano server. In 2019 server, I noticed that I couldn't do the lab anymore because the software wasn't on the disk. And then I went and did some research, and Microsoft stopped supporting that method for Nano server and saying the only way to use Nano server now is to use Docker. And they create images on Docker's website for you to download. So it actually makes implementing Nano servers a lot easier. I mean, a lot easier. So Docker was originally invented for Linux. So there's a lot of stuff available for Linux, but not a lot for Windows. Right now, we're going to install Docker and we're going to set it up to host Windows images. If you were to install Docker on a Linux box, you would not be able to host Windows images because the license for the images that you download are tied to the license of the real machine. So there's no Windows license on a Linux box, so you can't have Windows images on a Linux box. So if you install it on a Linux box, you actually can only run Linux images. And really that's what it's designed for. So when we are actually running Docker on a Windows box, what we're actually doing is we're installing a hidden VM, and then we're running a Linux kernel, then running Docker on top of that Linux kernel. So we're really what it's going to install is actual Linux virtual machine that's kind of hidden from you. What Docker does is it hosts containers, not virtual machines. You can kind of think of it like a virtual machine, but it really is a container. So I pulled up this GIF or this graphic to show you the difference between a virtual machine and a container. With a virtual machine, you're going to have, guys, you can't see this, an operating system on the host machine, on the real machine. And on top of that, you'll have a hypervisor. And on that hypervisor, you're going to have another operating system for each virtual machine. With containers, you have, and this is only been out like 5 years. I mean, it's probably only been really in use a couple of years. So this is relatively new technology, which means there's a lot of problems with it, especially the way Microsoft are implementing their images. But we're going to have an operating system, a container manager, then on top of that, we can just run individual applications. That's if we're hosting on a Linux box. If we're hosting it on a Windows box, you're hosting Windows images, you're going to have another operating system on top of this. But it still allows you to create quick and dirty machines, because once you download an image and you can run a command, create a container real quick, have it up and running in seconds. So it's a lot quicker than implementing virtual machines. Some people say, well, containers are better because you're having less operating systems running. In virtual machines, you can throttle how much resources a virtual machine uses. With Docker, you don't have that ability. You can't throttle down what it can actually do. It's like an application running on your real machine. So you can kind of think of it, what we're doing today, as like a virtual machine, but it really isn't. So we're going to actually download and play with two different operating systems, Server Core and Nano Server. I'm going to show you how to download them from the internet and get containers up and running. So far, we've done a regular installation off a DVD. We turned it into a parent disk. We've done installations using WDS. Now we're doing installations using Docker. So guys, there's two versions of Docker out there. A free version that's kind of like the test beta people, and a paid version. We're going to use the free version. So this is under PowerShell scripts. There's a Docker document. So I want you to go to this location. This is the community edition.
The first one?
Yeah. If you go to the second one, it'll take you directly to the download. I'm going to scroll down a little bit and go right here. Get Docker desktop for Windows stable. You know how we have two PowerShells, ISE and the non-graphic version. You have to use the non-graphic version. If you use the graphic version and you enter a command, you don't see any output. Nothing comes on your screen.
Just go to first.
Once it's downloaded, guys, I try to add this to D2L, but D2L prevents me from adding exe files. So, exe files rather. So I'm going to open it up. Guys, I'm going to stop the video because I have to make it in two parts because it's going to be a reboot. So I don't want to forget and just crash the video. It's going to stop recording.